Hello and welcome to Tyrock 1999, the master of retro and modern-day classic Let's Plays. Thank you so much for joining me for Part 6 of my Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time Let's Play. This is going to be a really important one. We're going to do probably the most important side quest in the whole game. We're going to get the massive, the colossal, the straight-up, overpowered Big Goron Sword. It's going to be amazing. Aside from that, we're going to do a little ice cavern dungeon that is actually one of my favorite parts of the game. It's short, but it's memorable. Lots of cool rooms, fun puzzles, decent challenge. It's a good one. We're going to rescue King Zora, one of my favorite NPCs in the whole game. I think he's absolutely hilarious with his little scooching animation and that funny sound he makes. What I'm trying to say is this is going to be a great episode. 100%, straight up. So I hope you enjoy it. Before we get started, I want to remind you that I'm on alternate platforms, those being BitChute and Odyssey. Again, thank you for joining me. Let's get into it. So if you remember this lady from when we were a kid, she has a cuckoo allergy, and we helped her get her cuckoos back in their pen, and she gave us an empty bottle. I bred a new type of miniature cuckoo. I call it the pocket cuckoo. I don't get goosebumps from this, baby. Cuckoos are very good at getting lazy late risers out of bed. Haven't you heard of them before? It makes them very happy to crow cuckoo, especially when it wakes up a very heavy sleeper. However, my cuckoo is not entirely happy right now. You look like you're good at handling cuckoos. Here, take this egg. After the cuckoo hatches, bring it back to me after a while, and I'll check out its mood. What do you think? Will you try? It's funny, if you pick no, I'll just do it. Oh, too bad. Were you pecked by a cuckoo when you were little? That always cracked me up. It's like, were you bitten by a dog as a kid? Like that kind of thing. Anyway, let's get back to her. Yes, I will try. You borrowed a pocket egg. A pocket cuckoo will hatch from it overnight. Be sure to give it back when you are done with it. And we know what to do as far as making eggs hatch. We don't need to stand around in Hyrule Field and wait for time to progress. We took the time to get the Sun Song, so we can speed this up. If you remember, the very first cuckoo we got from Malon, we had to actually, like, keep it in our quick inventory, like, incubate it like a chicken dad, I guess, until it hatched, but for this one, you don't have to do that. Look, a chicken hatched from the egg you're incubating. It's the miracle of life. Zelda has a great sense of humor. Alrighty. So I know where to use this cuckoo to wake up a sleeper and make it really, really happy. Malon's almost always sleeping dad. This guy. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Did you save Malon? Thanks, I'm going back to the ranch then. Yeehaw! Yep, just doing your job for you like usual, buddy. Getting Epona, saving Malon. All in a day's work for the hero time. Now, let's go ahead and talk to Cuckoo Lady. I'm sorry, I don't know if she has a name. I've always just referred to her as Cuckoo Lady. Oh, your cuckoo looks pretty happy. He must have awakened an extremely lazy guy. You're a good cuckoo keeper. I'll give you a rare, valuable cuckoo, if you're interested. Its name is Kojiro, and it used to be my brother's cuckoo. Its blue body is quite charming. It's so cute. Since my brother has gone, it's strange, but Kojiro has stopped crowing. Do you want to keep Kojiro? I do. There he is. You returned the pocket cuckoo and got Kojiro in return. Unlike other cuckoos, Kojiro rarely crows. So, does she have any clues to where her brother might be? My brother must have been very lonely. Ah. Okay. I know a place where lonely people go. So, by doing this quest, we're going to get an amazing sword. And part of this quest is going to get us closer to the water temple. So there's a little mini dungeon that you have to do before you go to the water temple. And that's a requirement for this quest. So we're going to knock out two birds with one stone with this bad boy today here on Tyrock 1999. Efficiency is the name of the game. So let's go ahead and head over to the Lost Woods. Now, when I get to the Lost Woods, before I go through the portal to go to Kokiri Village, I'm going to turn Epona around. And the reason for that is this next part is timed, and you save a couple seconds if Epona is already turned around instead of having to jump on her and then turn her around yourself. Just gives you a little bit of breathing room for this upcoming part. Let's turn her around. Okay. Looking good. Back to Kokiri. And yeah, that's cool. The Kokiri, the actual people, the Kokiri people, they're back now that I conquered the Forest Temple. That's so cool. Yeah, because it was really sad seeing this place so dark and infested with Deku Babas and stuff like that. I love that this game, it shows your progression like that. You know, the things that you're doing in the world of Hyrule, the land. Okay, here's our guy. Kojiro, why? Normally only a nice guy like me can tame you. Which means... you. You must be a nice guy. Must be. You must be. Please, Mr. Nice Guy, please. Deliver this stuff to the old hag in the potion shop in Kakariko Village. This will disappear if you take too long. So you gotta hurry. Okay, sure. Got an odd mushroom. A fresh mushroom like this is sure to spoil quickly. Take it to Kakariko Potion Shop quickly. Alright, let's get there. Luckily, if you mess up, you can just come... Whoops. Great start there, Ty. You can just come back to him and start over again, but this gives us plenty of time. It really does. This one's really easy. This part. There's a really cool lore bit when you come back after delivering this mushroom that I'll expand upon once we come back in a couple minutes. There's Epona. She's turned around. Let's roll, girl. Yeah. I think it has to be daytime to be able to enter this secret potion shop, I think. So when we enter Kakariko, if it's nighttime by the time we enter, I'm gonna play the sun song real quick. It won't waste any time. Two minutes. We're doing good. And I play it specifically after entering Kakariko because, you know, time doesn't advance where we're standing. It makes us go through the entrance animation for the village. So I don't want to do that out on the world map. I don't know where it's going to put me if I do it there. I don't remember, honestly. I think time just passes really fast on the world map. You can actually see the sun come up and go down and the moon and so on and so forth. But even so, I don't want to chance it. So the secret potion shop is back where we did that clever cuckoo jump as a kid when we were getting Cuckoo Lady's cuckoos. And this is another way to get to it, at least as an adult. Gonna just hop off of here. We've still got a minute 30 and we've made it. Doing good. This lady's great. I love her character design and she's just so delightfully weird. Okay, I'll speak to her first, I guess. Sniff, sniff, sniff. What a mysterious smell. You must have something. I do, madam. She's like petting a baby tiger. That bum. He had to go into the forest. I see. Hey, give it to me now. Okay. It gets real dark. It's real weird. Link is like, what is going on? If you see that fool, give this to him. It is the strongest medicine I have ever produced. However, this potion will not work on a monster. Okay. That's an odd caveat. I mean, yes. I love her. She's so weird. You received an odd potion. You don't know what's going on between this lady and that guy, but take it to the Lost Woods. They say that there is no medicine that can cure a fool. I guess that's true. Is this her son? I mean, that seems like the logical connection, right? That this would be her son that she's worried about because he's just kind of a lazy bum and he's like hanging out in the Lost Woods. It's not safe in there. So let's go back to where he was. These two laughing guys crack me up. Their animation, you know what they're doing? It's so weird, I love it. Zelda has some of the most memorable NPCs of all time. They do such a good job with them. Okay. Notice there's no time limit now, which is nice. Whoa, what the heck? Good thing there isn't a time limit. Epona, what are you afraid of? I saw you jump over that giant fence. I don't want... A little hill is nothing. I don't want to hear it. She's just being lazy. Ridiculous. Cool. I don't think this next part is timed, so we should be okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done the side quest, so bear with me. I did a little bit of research before I did it. I just basically Googled like the cliff notes on what to do. We should be just fine. And if for some reason I screw up majorly, I'll use the magic of editing so you don't have to deal with my screw up. Because that can't be fun to watch. Okay, where's our guy? To the left, I think? A fairy? Whoa, where did our guy go? That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will be lost. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Everybody. Stalfos. So he's not here anymore. Only his saw is left. Hehe. That medicine is made of forest mushrooms. Give it back. Okay, sure. You returned the old potion and got the poacher's saw. The young punk guy must have left this behind. Ha ha ha. Are you going to be too? Ha ha. So that's creepy, right? So what she's saying is if you enter the Lost Woods, you are destined to become a Stalfos. And if you remember, the Stalfos are those skeleton knights we fought in the Forest Temple, the giant skeleton knights with the red swords. So the implication is that Link will become a Stalfos. And, you know, for most of the Zelda games, I just kind of treat them as self-contained stories. I don't worry about the timeline. It's so convoluted, and frankly, I think it's kind of silly. You know, each Legend of Zelda I've always just taken as just a retelling of the legend, you know, just like anybody would pass a story down through time. There are exceptions, of course, because some Zelda games are direct sequels, like Majora's Mask is a direct sequel to this game. It's like straight up stated in the actual game. It's not speculation. So anyway, the Stalfos thing, that's one cool little lore piece that I really do enjoy with some continuity, because there is a certain skeleton knight in Twilight Princess who wields his sword in his left hand and teaches the Link of that game master sword techniques. So the implication is the Link of this game, he lived his life and then somehow he met his end, or he got lost in the Lost Woods and he became a Stalfos, and his skeletal ghost teaches the Link from Twilight Princess master sword techniques, which that's an exception for me for as far as the continuity goes. I think that is extremely cool. I love that. Just thinking about what could have happened to Link. You know, did he meet his end on the battlefield? Did he die peacefully? You know, all that kind of stuff. It's just, I think that's extremely cool. And so you'd be asking yourselves, well, why didn't you just get lost right now and just turn to a Stalfos and die? I think it's because Link still has a fairy with him, so he was guided through the Lost Woods and he isn't lost yet. But if you remember, in Majora's Mask, he loses Navi. He's fairyless for a period of time, so that might have been when the curse took hold. And that's your lore tidbit for today. Let's continue the adventure. Hey, that saw! It's mine! But I thought I left that saw with my old lady. Oh well. My Big Goron tool broke, so I was going to Goron City to get it repaired. Your coming here is great timing. Will you give me my saw? Sure. Good, kid, thanks. I'm sorry that I can't give you something as good in return, but take this anyway. Don't worry, buddy. At the end of this, we're going to get something real good. So we traded the poacher saw for a broken Goron Sword. Visit Big Goron to get it repaired. So this is easy. I'm just going to be able to warp to Death Mountain. I think it's right, A, down, right. Nope. Let's just check it instead of fiddling around. Oh, down A, right down. I wasn't even close. Down A, right down. There we go. Da 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 da. Yes, I'll warp the Death Mountain Crater. Let's go talk to Big Goron. And once you see him, you'll understand why they call him that. That's the fairy fountain, if you remember. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, that wasn't worth it. I was hoping to get a heart. I'm just gonna cut my losses and keep moving on. Whoop. Did I scare you there? I scared myself. I almost jumped into the lava. Yeah, so you can control Link midair. That's what I just accidentally demonstrated. I hopped off the ledge and kind of controlled him around to land back. So that way I didn't get burned. Let's talk to our buddy. Yes, he's colossal. Yeah, Big Goron's almost an understatement. He's like the biggest creature. He's like one of the biggest creatures in the history of Zelda. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you go see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. Sure. Alright, so we checked in the broken Goron Sword and received a prescription. Let's go see King Zora. Alright, get ready. We're going to make a leap. Link's legs are very, very strong. He just took a heart of damage, no biggie. To me, it's worth it. Just save the time. We'll get hearts. Actually, I'm going to need an empty bottle, so we're going to be popping one of those fairies I have in my inventory, and we'll be getting those hearts back. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I flicked my analog stick. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. I'm losing it. In case you're wondering why I accidentally flicked my analog stick, it's because I'm using... This is probably sacrilege. I'm using a PlayStation 3 controller to play this. On an emulator, of course. It's the simplest way to record this. I have more than one physical copy of this game. I have, of course, the N64 cart that I mentioned, the gray one that still has the old Fire Temple music, the one with the chanting in Islam, and also the red blood, the Ganondorf bleeds. And then I have the GameCube hard copy, the one that was a pre-order bonus for Wind Waker. So, I'm perfectly comfortable using an emulator to make it easy for me to record and make it enjoyable for you to watch. Alright, let's go to Zora's domain. Let's see what's going on over there. Yeah, I love this game. Yeah, so we've been to a couple different areas, and we've seen that Ganondorf, he's destroyed all the places that we're familiar with. You know, Hyrule Castle Town is a wreck. It's covered in redeads. You know, everybody's huddled up in Kakariko Village because they're so afraid of the Redeads. You know, he released the dragon in Death Mountain, and all the Gorons were captured. Kakariko Village was overrun by the... it was infested with creatures, and we had to go to the Forest Temple to figure that out, so... Let's see how Zora's domain is looking. Hey! Lobby, shut up. Aside from this game, I've been playing the latest Hitman trilogy. I know they're not super new games, but... Oh, they're good. I've really been enjoying them. I beat most of the Hitman games. 2, Contracts, Blood Money. Never beat 1. But anyway, I've been playing the most recent trilogy, and it is just spectacular. The levels are really good. Okay, notice something weird. It looks like snow is falling. That's not normal. Hope King Zora's alright. Zora's domain. And look at this, it is completely frozen. That was the waterfall we jumped down to get the, to do that little rupee minigame to get the silver scale. And it is just completely frozen over, oh my gosh. Where are the Zoras at? Look at that. I love the echoey sound of your footsteps on the ice. Isn't that cool? Really great audio in this game. What we got going on here? Oh my gosh! Zora's shop, we have fresh fish, except I can't get in there. It's frozen over by some magical red ice. That's odd. Alright, let's go see the king. Oh no! Yes, our buddy, the meme master, the Zora King with the slow scooches, he is encased in some magic ice. We gotta save him. You know, because we need to give him this eye drop prescription, and also just because I really like him. I don't want him to be frozen, poor guy. So let's go do something about that. He's one of my favorite characters. Oh, look at Zora's fountain. Look at how dark it is. Things are not looking good. So, this is where Lord Jabba Jabba used to be. Our destination is there. So, we need to do a little bit of platforming on these blocks of ice. And you'll see that they actually respond... Oh, I messed it up right off the bat. So, yes, they respond to our weight. You know, there's a little bit of a physics simulation there, and I screwed it up right off the bat. So let's try that again. Let's get back on the platform, do another jump. Okay, this time I won't jump so far. Okay. There we go. See how it bobs like that? Isn't that cool? Okay. Let's go over here. And then over here. And this one's spinning for a little bit extra challenge. So is this one. So is this one. Here we go. How's that for redemption for my crappy first jump? I feel good about that. I love this dungeon's music. It is absolutely perfect for an ice dungeon. It just makes me feel cold. Spectacular. So there's a hazard. We have falling icicles. And these deep blue icicles we can break with our sword. And here are the main monsters, ouch, for the dungeon. They are these guys that spit, well, that breathe frost at us that we have to hack down into pieces. It's cool that they break up as you strike them. Oh, and that's what happens when they hit you with the ice attack. There it is. This is a short dungeon, but it's pretty treacherous, and I like it. I like having to constantly be on my toes for the falling icicles. Big fan of that. I like the scenery too. Each of the rooms are very memorable. Like this one, this giant blade made of ice, and we're going to have to collect all of these silver rupees. Oh, oh no. Oh. Let's keep our momentum up. We'll see if we can get that hard or not. If not, it's not the end of the world. Hey, cool. Okay, and then the last one is up there. So let's make our way. Good, it's right in front of us, so we'll be able to just hop to it. And there must be one hidden behind here? Yeah, alright. That's Zelda for you. That's very, very Zelda. While I'm here, let's take this golden Skulltula out. I got to check how many of these bad boys I've got so far. I should probably be able to turn them in at this point. I feel like I've got a pretty decent amount. There's one hanging out at Zora's Domain that I saw also when we entered, so I have to get that. All the golden Skulltulas do for you is they increase your wallet size, so I'll be able to go, you know, I can only hold 99 right now, and it will increase. But it's worth even just going into the room where you turn the golden Skulltulas in. I'm not going to give it away. You're going to think it's cool, like I almost guarantee you. Okay. Oh! Oh my gosh. So instead of flame keys, in here we have ice keys. Being very annoying. And as you can see, we can actually hookshot ourselves to those ice monsters. So that's nice because it does some damage right off the bat, and it also gets us to where we need to go. This blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something. Yes, I can. So it's not immediately apparent that what you're supposed to do is capture the fire in a bottle. You know, our previous fire experience was shooting an arrow through it. You know what, let's tell you what, I feel like doing a little bit of testing here, just real fast. Let's see if I can even just shoot an arrow through it and see if that'll actually work. No. Okay. So shooting an arrow through it doesn't even work. So it's like you feel lost until you just try everything. And it's like, oh, okay, I can just catch it in a bottle, I guess. That's pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. You put a blue fire into the bottle. Cute. Oh, hookshot works, arrows do not. And apparently the hookshot does not stun that monster from shooting its ice attack. Anyway, yeah, that's annoying that the blue fire goes in the bottle, but no big deal, we know what to do, so we're okay. Cool looking melting effect. Let's see what's in here. I see a blue keys behind me. Make sure to block it. If I'm fast enough. Dungeon map. Yes, we know what to do. Haha. Die. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use up all 3 of my fairies, because I want to go back to this room as little as possible. And I am aware that there will be more blue fire and rooms ahead of me, but just to kind of hedge my bets and make this as smooth as possible, let's grab 3 bottles worth of fire. I can almost guarantee you this is overkill, but I'd rather do that just for the sake of smoothness. That's a word. Okay. Cool. I don't think there's anything else left to do in this room, but in the previous room there was some red ice. And remember, once we're all done with this dungeon, we need to remember to bring this blue flame back to Zora's domain. We're going to need at least 2 hits, one for King Zora and one for the shop owner downstairs. So had to remember to do that. I love that effect. That's so cool. Red ice there. Red ice over there. We'll go back there in a moment. Okay. Some more silver rupees to get. Let's kill what keys we can so we're not annoyed by them. Get the golden sculptula. Have some frame drops as per usual. Yes. I didn't know if that was going to work, to be perfectly honest. Actually, I wonder if I can get real cheesy with this one. You can use your sword, your jumping attack, to propel yourself forward. If I hit the right dang button. Wow, what a boomer moment. Sorry about that. Okay, it was worth a shot. I might have to do it legit. Ah, okay. Anyway, that's something to be aware of. You can make some really... Oh, come on. I hit the Z targeting, and it didn't work. Anyway, you can make some really cheeky jumps using your jump slash if you hop off a platform first. You can use it to kind of sequence break and get the special item from the Spirit Temple very early in the game, which is actually one of my favorite things to do because the special item in the Spirit Temple is really cool. Big fan. Da-da-da-da. I like the little jingle for the silver rubies. There's one over there. So, okay, if I push this block there and get it, it'll be a dead end, but that's okay because I'll be able to push the block off of the platform and get another one, start over. They're quite generous as far as these puzzles go, thankfully. Yeah, there's nothing I can do, I don't think. So let's get a new one started. Bear with me here. Also, if you see there's a blue flame torch, brazier, whatever you want to call it over there. What the heck was that? Did you see that? Jeez. Okay, here's what I'm supposed to do is just... Is that the last one? Yeah, it's the last one. What I'm supposed to do is just push the dang thing and do it the right way. I didn't think I was doing anything weird just trying to jump to that. That's okay. While I'm here, let's see if Link can make this jump. Good. Yep, skip that, we know. Skip that also. Good. Okay. I want to get to that door that just opened. Let's see if I can push this here. Push this forward? Maybe? See if Link can make that cockeyed kind of jump. Let's see. He might be able to do it. Nice. So obviously that's not what I was supposed to do. If you look at the ground, there's actual skid marks there and everything. You know, scrapes from the platform. But, it's perfectly viable doing it like I did, and it saves you time. Ouch. See if I can get 3 for 1. Careful flame placement. Here we are. What we got here? White Wolfos. Lure it close to you and attack. Oh, I'm sorry, and watch its movement carefully. Then you attack when it drops its guard. So just like all the other Wolfos we fought, I love the design of this thing, but it's straight up, it's just a Wolfos, but it just happens to have a cool looking white coat. So, you know, you let it swing at you, it'll spin itself around, give it a jump attack, wham, you're done. What do we get here? The actual reason for coming to this dungeon, aside from the flame, is the iron boots. So heavy you can't run. So heavy you can't float. That's the key. We meet again, Link. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. I do, Sheik. Time passes, people move. Like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. There's a lot to reflect upon. You have learned the Serenade of Water. Link, I'll see you again. I think this room is just so cool. Whatever they did with this texture on the walls, it looks like it's a series of textures with like blank space in between them. I don't know how they did it, but it just makes for just a really trippy, magical kind of look. I love it. I think it's brilliant. Okay, let's use those iron boots to get out of here. So the iron boots, you need to pause the game and you actually have to equip them, which is kind of annoying. And I'm able to sink. Now Link, of course, he can't breathe underwater. Yep. When you stop choking, take off the boots. So yeah, Navi's right. I can't breathe underwater yet. So, it's a predicament that we will solve. And here I am back at the entrance. So, how many flames do we have? Excellent, we have 2. We should be all good. So, I didn't have to go through that other red ice wall that I pointed out earlier. It was just, it just housed another blue flame brazier in there, and... You know, there might be a piece of heart. Am I close to getting myself a... Okay, I still need 2 pieces of heart to go. You know what, while we're here, let's just check it real fast. And then we can be on our way. melting King Zora is actually not a necessity to get to the water temple. All you really need is the iron boots and the item that's going to let us breathe underwater, and King Zora is not integral to either of those. But like I said, I can't let my buddy be under ice, for one, and for two, I need him melted for this quest that I'm on. What's in here? A compass, probably? Yeah. Whoa. Neat. Okay, cool. So there is a piece of heart over here, though. So let's get that flame. Ouch. I hear a golden sculptula also. Where might it be? Ow. There it is. There we go. Good. Stock back up on flames. I don't think I'm gonna need 3, but you know what? I'm just gonna do it just in case. Great looking animations for Link capping the bottle and stuff. Cool. Let's get King Zora. Those possessed jars. Crack me up. Whoops! How about going the wrong way? Jeez. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm losing it. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, everybody. What is going on with me? You gotta be screaming at your computer screen. Okay, now we can exit. Good. There we go. Yeah, so that's the ice cavern dungeon. One of my favorites, honestly. It's real short, but the rooms are memorable. The puzzles are fun. You know, they're not too difficult, but they're memorable. I just think it's a real good one. I never mind doing that when I play through this game. I think it's great. All right, King. I think we have to be on the pedestal to talk to him. Before I present him with the prescription, I want to speak to him because I think he's going to give us an item we need. Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater. How about that? So this is optional, just like, oh, let me read it first. You got the Zora tunic. This diving suit is adult size, so it won't fit a kid. Wear it, and you won't drown underwater. What I mean by optional is that I need the Zora tunic, but there are multiple ways to get it, but that obviously is how you get it for free. That's without a doubt what we want to do. Obviously, because I don't want to pay the... I think it's... It's more than 100 rupees. I think it's 200 rupees. But I'd much rather get it for free because my wallet isn't even that big yet. Look at how stylish that blue tunic is. That's one of my favorites. It looks really good with the Hylian shield. Okay. Oh, this is, well, eye drops. You might say we have them. You might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the lake laboratory, he can make the drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil? Or I say yes. So I honestly forgot that this was going to be timed, this part, and so I'm not going to be able to run downstairs and use the blue flame on the other red sheet of ice. All it is to get to the Zora vendor who would sell me that tunic for like 200 rupees and completely rip me off, so there isn't much point. Sorry about that, I should have done that first. You use the prescription and receive the eyeball frog. Be quick and deliver it to Lake Hylia while it's cold. Alright, let's do it. Gonna ride down the waterfall outside Zora's domain as quickly as possible. I wish this wasn't frozen. I'd just be able to swim under here and come up in Lake Hylia, but I cannot do that. They make me work for it, which I get it. Is this the fastest way to get down the waterfall? I think. That's the way I've always done it. You know, as a kid, it's really fast because, yeah, you're just swimming with the current. But as an adult, my legs are so long, I have to like wade through the water. Epona's not out here. Let's give her a call. I don't want to be doing it wrong over and over again, so let me check what her song is. Up, left, right. Okay. Yeah, there she is. Come on. Time is of the essence, girl. Let's roll. Turn around with haste. I should have set her up outside of the domain, but I should be okay. So the Lakeside Observatory, this is going to be a new place that we haven't been on this playthrough. It's down here. You can time this pretty good. By the time the carrot recovers, Epona's ready for another slap to keep her moving. There we go. That went really smooth. Feel good about that. Here's Lake Hylia. This won't be that shocking to everybody because all I did is, as a kid here was, you know, swim through Zora's domain and come out on the other side, and I didn't really do anything, but what Ganondorf did here is he made all the water go away. Okay, turn Epona around just like what I did at Kakariko. Whoa. Yeah, we did it. Hello there, son! I'm researching the process of making medicine by mixing Lake Hylia's water with various unusual compounds. Perhaps you've met that old lady from the potion shop. She is like a student of mine. Ho ho ho. Okay, great. Here's an unusual item for you, and she is really excited about that. See her hands? Oh, wow! I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this since Zora's domain froze over. These eyeballs are so delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zora. What? These are for making Big Goron's eye drops? Oh, how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. Here it is. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young, you can do it. It's a cool bottle, I like how it's star-shaped. You traded the eyeball frog for the world's finest eye drops. Hurry, take them to Big Goron before they go bad. Alright, let's do it. So they give me 4 minutes. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, just play the Bolero of Fire and warp to Death Mountain and then just walk out there and give him the Big Goron. Unfortunately, you can't cheese the system like that for this part of the quest. If you warp there using the Bolero of Fire, the eye drops just get automatically ruined. They don't throw you a bone with this quest. I know it'd be faster to try to jump straight over that fence, and there's no reason why Epona shouldn't be able to do it, but sometimes it gets really janky and she just refuses, so I just take the safe route and just go around him. What? See what I mean? Come on, Epona. Jeez, oh man. It's an old game. I gotta cut it some slack. Okay. We got plenty of time. 2 minutes to get up Death Mountain Crater. Let me go ahead and equip my bow, because I'm gonna want to snipe some Skulltulas. Yeah, I love that blue tunic. It looks so good. Like I said, it was a couple episodes earlier. It probably when I got the Goron tunic. When I play this game, I love to just switch Link's tunic out depending on what mood I'm in. It's just something fun for me. When you don't need a specific tunic, of course. You know, if I'm just adventuring, maybe I'll put him in green, maybe I'll put him in red, maybe I'll put him in blue. Some of the temples, it doesn't matter which tunic you're wearing. Two minutes. I think that makes you go slightly faster when you roll. Okay. I think we're going to be just fine. Come on. There we go. It's got to be faster to do that all in one go instead of stopping at the different platforms. Yep, we're just fine. We have almost a full minute. I sniped all those pesky Skulltulas. And our boy, Big Goron, is right here. Alright. Alright, buddy. Fix your eyes. We did it! That feels good. Really? You brought the eye drops. I'm so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. I love that. It gets so funny, the sound of them going in. Wow! This is stimulating. It's working great. Now I can get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give this to you so you won't forget. After a few days, please return. Wait. Just wait patiently. The Big Goron Sword. You got a claim check for it. You can't wait for the sword to be completed. That is true. Okay, time for the Sun Song to get some more work. I think it's 3 days. Uh-huh. Okay. You getting excited? I'm getting excited. I've done this probably a half dozen times, but I still get excited every time. So that was 1 day, I believe. Could you imagine not having the Sun Song here and having to just like go out into Hyrule Field and walk around for 3 days? It would be like 30 minutes of real time almost. Well, maybe not 30 minutes, probably more like 10 or 15. It would feel like an eternity though. What a golden age of gaming when this game came out. This, Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, the Resident Evil games, just absolutely amazing. I was so fortunate to be a 90s kid. Well, born in 89, but, you know, I call myself a 90s kid. Let's talk to Big Goron. Yes! That sword is my finest work! Truly it is. You handed in the claim check and we got the Big Goron Sword. This blade was forged by a master smith and won't break. Oh, it's more than just... Oh, it's more than just that it won't break. This sword is twice as powerful as the Master Sword. It literally does double the damage. And it is massive. It's twice the size. So, it makes it very, very easy to hit enemies. I love this too. I'm not putting any kind of directional movement on Link when I swing. It actually moves him to the left. The sword's so massive. He's like swinging it, and it's like carrying him with it every swing. I'm like doing a 360. So yeah, this sword is just, it's massive. The damage is insane. The stab is awesome. Look at that stab. Like Link just flies forward and does a stab. It's so good. As you can see, it's so big that Link needs 2 hands to wield it, so we cannot block. Now, we do this snazzy-looking block animation, but as far as I know, you cannot block attacks with it. Whoops. So as far as I know, you can't block attacks with it. It's just a cool little animation they put in the game just because it's just some flavor. It's just fun. You know, you're still just as agile as you've ever been, so you can avoid. You can get your Dark Souls on and avoid attacks. And the sword is just so powerful, fights don't even last long with it anyway. So, you have options. Its spin attack is massive. I love the way Link holds it. He like sets it across his right arm. Then, there it is. Wham. It's amazing. Well worth getting. I also think it's cool that they... So, the sheath for the Master Sword is still on your back, and your shield is, obviously. And I love how they actually animated the shield. If you see, it's like bouncing against my back as I move. See that? A lot of attention to detail went to the animations and everything in this game. It's so cool. Yeah, so I feel really good about this. We got the Big Goron Sword, we got the Iron Boots, we got the Blue Tunic. We're ready for the Water Temple. And so that brings us to the end of Part 6 of my Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time Let's Play. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what I'm doing here, give me a like and a subscribe. If instead you think I'm a scrub and you can get the Big Goron in a minute, let me know in the comments and give me one of those thumbs down. I can take it. In our next episode, we're finally going to be making our way to the infamous Water Temple. One that was the bane of my existence when I was in middle school trying to beat this game. No joke, it took me a month. Little Tyrock worked on this game every day for a month when he came home from school on the Water Temple, and he was finally able to do it. Hopefully, it doesn't take me a month to do it this time. Alrighty. Yeah, like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. And I'll see you very, very soon on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.